So my training session is going to be about aviation hazards, taking off and landing. So the objectives are, by the end of this session you'll be aware of the aviation hazards, how to land and take off in severe weather, what you would do if there are any engine failures, the actions that you'll be taking encountering problems, and strategies or consequences that you can need. So does anyone know any potential aviation hazards? So if you can just write them down on your little whiteboards.
What do you mean by aviation hazard? Like,
Any hazards that can cause the plane to crash or during taking off and landing.
that's a whole lot.
Short, Dolly.
I'm just writing that down.
Literally,
With the
not my
wing.
one with legs.
Do you have another whiteboard?
See, yeah.
Or remove that one.
No,
No, it's a permanent marker.
No, what about the wheel work when your wheels don't pop out?
Permanent
Is that
marker.
happy to you? Oh, my mechanic.
How many are there?
Are you?
Well, let's just go and check out.
No wings.
Whoa, my eyes. So is everyone done?
Yeah.
Is everyone done? Right, Paige, just read out.
Weather,
Birds.
birds, technical problems and engine failure.
Back to everyone.
We got wheel
Fire.
failure, weather, engine failure, and also, do you know, like when the wings, if it's on fire, they always say that when on landing you need to open your windows.
Birds, engine failure, fire and turbulence.
Hijack.
We got fires, birds, wheels not coming out, and engine failure.
So most of them are quite right. So I got bird strikes, turbulence, landing gears, collisions, weather, engine failure and ground incidents. So all these hazards are dangerous, however, we are just going to talk about two of them. So engine failures. Engine failures can happen due to bird strikes, detonation, proper lubrication, meaning there was not enough oil in the engine, overheating due to faulty water pumps, bad electric fans and leakages in radiators. When an engine failure does happen, the plane can actually glide a very long distance depending on height and weather conditions, or they'll either do an emergency landing. All pilots are trained on how to do this. This is a very rare incident that happens in 1 in a million flights. In aviation, there are less than 10 incidents per year. It rarely happens, and most pilots will find decades during a career and retire without ever having an engine failure. So turbulence. Turbulence can feel like a scary part of flying, however it's no cause for an alarm. It's a sudden change in airflow, can be caused by many different factors. The most common cause is turbulent, which is the air in the atmosphere. Another type is thermal turbulent, which is created by hot rising air, usually from clouds and thunderstorms. Mountains or tall buildings can also cause turbulence, as it can affect the wind flow in the sky above. FAA regulations say that passengers must be seated with their seatbelts fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated during the flight. Even if it's a light or moderate turbulence, having a seatbelt fastened will minimise your body's movement and actually make you more comfortable and safe. There are 8 simple ways to cope with turbulence and how to overcome the fear of them. So I'm going to hand you out 8 simple ways what pilots actually say that you can actually cope with fear of them. Right, so you guys have watched the video now, and in the video I want you to see what type of aviation hazard it actually is. So,
Europe. France. Paris. July 25, 2000. Charles de Gaulle Airport. 12:30 in the afternoon. 100 men, women and children check in for flight AF 4590. They come from all over Germany and are expecting the trip of a lifetime. A dream holiday costing at least £7,000 each. It starts with a supersonic flight on Concorde to New York. Then a luxury cruise in the Caribbean. For Jorn Meyer's father, it's a special treat to celebrate his retirement.
He had his 65th birthday in 2000, and he wanted this as a treat for himself and his partner. They both liked to travel, and it always had to be something a bit special.
Concorde is a plane like no other, elegant, luxurious, and above all, super fast. Flying at more than 2,200 kilometers per hour, Concorde links North America to London or Paris in 3 3/4 hours. Concorde's unique shape, with a pencil-thin cabin and vast delta wings, enable her to race across the sky at 3 kilometers every 6 seconds. John Hutchinson has flown Concorde for 15 years.
Best way of describing it is simply to say that it was a thoroughbred. It was a beautiful, responsive, powerful airplane, like, I don't know, the Kentucky Derby winner, if you like.
By 1:30, all of the passengers are checked in for their supersonic trip. The pilot, Captain Christian Marty, is already in the cockpit preparing for the flight. The holidaymakers are in good hands. 54-year-old Marty is one of Air France's most experienced pilots. An adventurer of extraordinary talents. In 1982, Christian Marty was the first Frenchman to windsurf across the Atlantic. He's a national celebrity. On board Concorde, Captain Marty runs through his pre-flight check. His air traffic controller is the experienced Gilles Logelin, who arrives to start his afternoon shift.
I was on duty at the Southern Control Tower of Paris Airport, Charles de Gaulle. This particular day I was not supposed to work. One of my colleagues the day before asked me for a transfer of shift, so he did my morning shift and I did his afternoon shift.
With the change of shift comes an unexpected bonus. Gilles Logelin is now the controller responsible for Concorde's departure.
The Concorde is one of the most beautiful planes I've ever seen. The line is pure. I really like to watch this plane landing, taking off.
During his pre-flight check, Captain Marty learns that engine number 2 has a technical fault. A small part needs replacing. It isn't serious, but with Concorde, safety is always paramount. After 40,000 flights and 900,000 flying hours, there's never been a fatality. The repair delays Concorde's departure by 1 hour. 3:54. The passengers start to board. Among them are the Eich family, Christian and Andrea, and their 2 young children, Maximilian and Katharina. Klaus and Margaret Frenson are both school teachers who've saved for the trip for 20 years. Ordinary families off on an extraordinary adventure. At 4:35 in the afternoon, Concorde is ready to depart. Anticipation on board mounts as the supersonic jet taxis to the runway. In the control tower, Gilles Logelin clears Air France flight 4590 for takeoff on runway 26 right. It's 4:40 in the afternoon. So far, for passengers and crew, everything is normal. Captain Marty lines up the plane at the start of the runway, ready to release the power of Concorde's 4 Rolls-Royce engines. For senior pilot John Hutchinson, a moment like this is always special.
As you open the throttles up full power, you feel this huge surge of power in the small of your back as the airplane accelerates down the runway, and you just get the feeling that the one thing the airplane wants to do at that point is to get into the air as quickly as possible, into its natural environment.
In the control tower, Gilles Rogelin monitors the takeoff.
I was watching the people gaining power on the runway because it was so nice to see that. It's a very heavy plane, so you know that the beginning is quite slow and then gains speed.
Concorde accelerates down a 4,000-meter runway. It passes through 320 kilometers per hour. Using computer graphics, we recreate what happens next. For Gilles Rogelin, it's a moment of sheer horror.
Suddenly, I saw a flame just behind the body of the aircraft. So I jumped on my mic to say, F14590, you have flames behind you.
Captain Marty cannot see the flames, but accelerating through 328 kilometers per hour, Concorde is committed to the takeoff. There are only
So does anyone know what type of aviation hazard it was? So they
Engine
guess what it
fault.
was. What did you guys
Engine fault causing fire.
What did you guys get?
Same engine fault.
What did you guys get?
Engine failed.
Yeah, it was an engine failure. So Concorde had actually crashed due to loss of 2 engine failures on the left side of the aircraft. So landing and taking off is severe weather. When landing a plane, thunderstorms don't really play big parts. Planes are designed to withstand lightning strikes. However, it can cause extensive damage. Planes are hit by lightning strikes every day and do affect surface conditions they produce on the plane. So it's always good to avoid any thunderstorms. In terms of wind shear, pilots mainly avoid while taking off and landing from such conditions. The plane can land and take off in rain, but considering many factors before doing so. Most important of all, you must ensure that rain does not affect the visibility during the landing and taking off, and that crosswind is within the limits and the braking action on the runways at least suitable. If these factors are not suitable, you must discontinue the approach and divert to an alternative vehicle. 16% of incidents occur during and taking off, whilst 29% occur during approach to the landing. Strategies or consequences to reduce aircraft operating costs and passenger delays. There are different strategies when landing and taking off. Most important is to consider the weather and that you have full control and knowledge of what you're doing. Strategies in preventing bird strikes, full conservation and taking off emissions are all important to prevent any delays or costs when landing and taking off. So one technique is when landing planes, we tend to point upwards when declining downwards. This technique is said to be effective, however very challenging to do. Right, so I've been doing activity, so I'll write the answers on the whiteboard. So what are the main causes of an engine failure?
I'm done.
It's the causes of an engine
cause some engine failure.
So it'd be what would cause.
So you've still got your paper.
I mean, it could be. It could be.
No, well, I think it's. Why would it not be?
So birds with different strikes. Whether it's terrible.
Look at that.
Terrible. So obviously lubrication as well.
I don't remember now, like, what makes it.
Oh, that's all flash.
Yeah, like. No, they would
Oh, what should get all these together?
It's not bird strikes, it's weather, fire, turbulence.
Landing. Kira, what should you get?
What about technical issues and bird strikes?
Paige, Bella, what should I get?
Weather, birds, lubrication.
So we've got bird strikes, improper lubrication, overheating by the electric fans. So what would a pilot potentially do if there's an engine failure? So write down on your whiteboards if you want.
Until we'll replace sources are safe to fly. Remember that.
Well, we can also look at emergency landing, any weather conditions. Or emergency landing.
Yeah.
So what would a pilot potentially do until there's an engine failure?
An emergency landing when it's safe.
Depending on its weather conditions.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kira, what should I say?
We got that they would stay like level instead of high accelerate or anything, and then make an emergency landing in the path.
Bella, what should I say?
Emergency landing.
So yeah, we will let the plane glide depending on weather and height and try and do an emergency landing. So how can mountains and tall buildings cause turbulence to a plane? Sitting on the third slide.
How can mountains and tall buildings
Is it general?
Crashing into
No, it's the
what, number 3?
Yeah.
That might be all things.
Yeah. It caused turbulence. That would be a potential like danger. Talk about turbulence.
It says how it's stronger.
Yeah, and tall buildings cause turbulence. Just like
Oh, right. Do you want me to read that?
it could say that.
Oh, wait,
That's what turbulence is.
Holly, what should I say?
I thought the effect of this, so they could cause turbulence.
Olivia, what should I say?
Disturbed airflow.
So it affects the wind flow in the air, causing turbulence. So what type of weather do pilots avoid when taking off and landing?
Severe.
No, it was the yeah.
It's like shooting.
I think.
What type of Strange. Storm. No. Fogginess.
Shooting.
Oh, I can't remember.
Foggy.
It's like the camera.
No. 4 all did you get? Yes, last questions. What's more dangerous, landing or taking off? You can just shout it out, you don't fight.
Taking off.
Landing.
Taking off.
Landing.
No, because it's all one part.
Landing.
We on about taking off.
Yeah.
I'm about landing.
So,
Yeah.
landing is said to be more dangerous than taking off. Right, thank you for listening. Any questions?
No.
More dangerous than landing.